Nnamdi Kanu is rotting in Sokoto prison. Sunday Igboho is being celebrated as hero in Yoyo and in the West. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu did to curb his father's land from the menace of this Fulani by establishing ESN to wipe them away, clear them away from the bush to avoid the menace that we are seeing today is exactly the same thing Sunday Igboho is doing with his Irukun security network or security outfit, and is being celebrated as hero. Let me tell you something this morning. I know some of you know this. Some of you know this. Some of you are living in denial of it. But I'm going to tell you, and I'll tell you exactly the way it is. The reason I'm going to tell you this morning is because I am that man of God that is honest and brutally honest enough to tell you exactly how it is, the truth and nothing but the truth. The Bible will tell us that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The one that is by your side and you don't know, it will never make you free. Until the day you accept the truth, absorb the truth, and walk with the truth, before the truth will make you free. If you think in any way, this enclave, this contraption called Nigeria will work, I'm telling you, you are dreaming. You are actually hallucinating. No, because this thing called Nigeria is not designed to work.
Oh, security outfit. When I heard him say that, I quickly went to the internet space to check out something, and I saw this. Look at this picture. When I saw this, honestly speaking, I thought this picture was taken maybe before Sunday Igboho was attacked under Bush administration. But lo and behold, when I checked the details of this picture, I realized that this picture was taken on the 24th day of July 2026, just about 2 days ago. And I said, Okotoliba. So finally, the same thing that made Tinubu's or made Buhari's administration to attack Sunday Igboho, the same thing, he has achieved it under Tinubu's administration. You don't understand. The same thing, because of this security outfit and some things that made the Buhari's administration to go after Sunday Igboho. Today, under Tinubu's administration, Sunday Igboho is being celebrated, and in fact, he's going around with the same security personnel. I say, Alo Emego, Ihe Mebigo, abomination. Igbos, when will you learn your lessons? Igbos, when will you learn your lessons? Well, I won't bore you with words. Just listen to this young man as he spoke, because from beginning to end, what he said in that video, just listen to him, please.
If you think in any way, this enclave, this contraption called Nigeria will work, I'm telling you, you are dreaming. You are actually hallucinating. No, because this thing called Nigeria is not designed to work. That you think yourself, look at it properly. Nigeria is just a country, a geographical location, not a nation. What makes a nation different from a country is that in a nation there is usually unity of culture, of tradition, similarity of a whole lot of things. Similarity in mindset, similarity in culture, way of life, lifestyle. So you ask me and I will tell you, what does a man in Sokoto have to do with a man in Akwa Ibom? What do they have in common? What does a man in Katsina have to do with a man in Oyo? What do they have in common? You see, the British, the corrupt British designed this system, designed this Nigeria, not for progress, but for resource control. And what we have in Nigeria, practicing presently in Nigeria, is what I refer to as kakistocracy. A system where the most useless, the most incompetent, the dull ones are ruling over the brilliant, the intelligent, and the competent ones. And if you think in any way Nigeria will work, you're wasting your time. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is rotting to play today. What exactly is his offense? He demanded for self-determination. He wants to go away because a man that has seen, that is honest enough, he has seen what the future is, and is honest enough to preach it to his people, to say, see, guys, this will not work. We need to separate. You tag him as a terrorist. Then you carry the terrorists that have killed thousands and millions, destroying billions of people's properties. And you carry them and you say they are repentant. You negotiate with them. You play with them. You pamper them. You romance them. And then you say you rehabilitate them and put them back into the army. But Nnamdi Kanu is in Sokoto prison. He's rotting in Sokoto prison. And you think there is justice, and you think this country can move forward. You really think in any way that your prayer will save this nation? No, it will not. Because we are not ready for a change. We are people that are not ready for a change. And if you think election, I've said it before over and over. And if you think election in any way will save Nigeria, please go and sleep. Because you see, no matter how that competent person is, the system that have been built and the corrupt bastards that are in government will ensure that a competent man will never get into government. And they'll fight him tooth and nail to ensure a competent man doesn't get into government. I will keep telling you exactly the way it is. The other day, me and my team, we went to Ariko in Katari, and we went to Katari to go and protest for the people that have been kidnapped. As at that time, it was 71 days since Easter Sunday. Today makes it about 86 days. The chairman, the local government chairman came and said they are working on it. They'll be back soon. Today made it almost 86 days. The people are seeing the days of kidnapping. 86 days, and your president is moving around. The student you are there. There are thousands of Nigerians that are in the days of captivity today. You have not seen any of that. And we have the compromised military system, the compromised army, the compromised police, all of them working hand in hand to ensure Nigeria is unsafe. And you want to think we should keep praying. Many people have come to my DM and said, Apostle, you are an apostle of God. You are supposed to encourage the people. You are supposed to, don't say there's something you should not be saying. You should be leading the nation in prayer. No, you are not serious. If you think I will come on and deceive you like the way every other people are doing, they'll come and give you prophecy. Don't worry, by this time, this will be like, you are wasting your time. Being spiritually sound does not take the place of logic and rationality. That we are men of the spirit doesn't mean we cannot see things the way it is and address it the way it is. Your president is busy going around with all the shenanigans. The first lady in the year 2026, where nations are talking about speed train, bullet train, talking about nuclear energy, talking about every form of growth and development and progress and technology. Your president's wife is talking about you going to go and fry akara and kulikuli and granite and roast corn. I don't know what corn has done to that family. There's a relationship between that family and corn. They can't do without corn. They always make reference to corn. The women that were frying akara and kulikuli and those things to train their children, don't you know that it's because they don't like it? They have to do what they are so that they can give you a better future. And you nonsensical Yoruba people, when you say a post today, there was a time when we say a post and we criticize the government for their inactions, when we criticize the government for their ineptitude. With the people that come and attack us under those posts are the Arewa people. You see their name Abdullah something, you see their name Muhammad something, you see their Idris something. But today it is the Yorubas. Just say something against the Tinubu and you see those confused bigots come under your post. Somebody once even came to my DM and said, you are Yoruba man, you should be supporting your own. You are very foolish. They are buying people every day, unaliving people every day. The economy has tanked. Everything has capsized. And you want me to come and be giving you sweet talk to appease your emotion? I won't do that. If you think in any way Nigeria will work, you're wasting your time. You are really dreaming. What we will keep doing is we'll continue to speak. What we'll keep doing is we'll continue to take action. We'll continue to work. And for the Ariko community, today when I say those people are doing this, we will come back and stage another protest. I will come back and stage another protest, and we'll continue to ensure we do all that is necessary until justice is served. We're not ready as a nation at all. We're not even a nation, we're just a country, and we're not ready to become a nation. We're so divided along the ethnic and religious line. I spoke about a road, 16,000 kilometer road, constructed within 4 months in China, rural roads, with the cost of about 12.1 billion. Tinubu is constructing Kosa Road since 2024, and to today they have nothing, spending $11 billion. And you see nonsensical people come under the post to criticize their fathers in the name of coming to criticize me. You know what? We are not serious. So we'll keep telling the truth. Being men of the spirit doesn't mean that we are foolish. No, we know what is going to do, what is appropriate. And like I've always said, and I'm going to say it again this morning, stop praying for Trump to come and save you. Trump is not your president. Do the right things. Defend your land. Defend your people. Arm yourself. Organize yourself in tens, in hundreds, in 20s, in dozens, and safeguard yourself. Otherwise, Nigeria will happen to you and nobody cares. You will buy and you go, and the nation will move on as though nothing has happened. I'm going to tell you one thing this morning, and what I'm going to tell you is the solution to this nation, to this country, because we don't have a nation, the solution is division and separation. You say, what? Apostle, you should be talking of unity. No, I won't tell you of unity, because we cannot be united. We will never be united. We could have said revolution could have brought the solution, but we are too divided to achieve revolution. The Northern and the Islamic North are fanatics. They are fanatics and jihadists. The Yorubas in the West are bigoted, are bigots. So it has become difficult for me to unite together and achieve revolution. We could have been able to achieve revolution, except that we cannot at this time. Because the Islamic North the Islamic North have become the ideology of extremism has taken over them. And the West, the Yorubas, which unfortunately I'm a Yoruba man, unfortunately so, but majority of them have become bigoted. Go and see, post something now and challenge Tinubu for an incompetency. Challenge Tinubu for something he's not doing right, and you see them come. They'll come like hungry bees, like zombies under your post to come and attack you. The day we want to tell ourselves the truth for progress in this nation is the day we begin to talk about, number one, either restructuring to go back to regional system or division. Election will not save Nigeria. It doesn't matter who becomes the president. Election will not save Nigeria. Go and get your PVC and vote. That's for you. But if you want to be realistic and talk about it the way it is, election will not save Nigeria. It's either total restructuring or division separation. But if you're talking of anything to do, you expect people like Wike, people like Akpabio, people like Tinubu to help you make Nigeria better. People that are directly sucking and benefiting for the corruption. You want them to make Nigeria better for you? No. We will never be a nation. Let's go back to the way we were. Either as regional system, or we divide and everybody go their ways. Anything other than that, if you think this Fulani boys will stop ravaging this nation with insecurity, you're wasting your time. They will not stop. They won't stop now, they won't stop tomorrow.
Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying something about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know, they understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia, they are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen, and when it happens, your eyes will clear, and about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you in 2014, 2015, 2016. They said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World War Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Nigeria is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It don't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong. Resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. That's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain. You do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? It's not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They say they support Akeredolu. This governor from those states. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kano, are they living in of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you have had your breakfast this morning. Please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is minerally the same milk that the cows produce in Poland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place. Tell me that grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you're graciousness. You are in one almighty problem, I'm telling you. People are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce Carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? They do not have meat to eat. They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa we don't reason very well. The way we reason is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do something? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place. All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody was saying, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day I want you to come and say we are intellectuals, and you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. In the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle now from over 300 miles. Claiming Yoruba forest is the place for you to be in. You want to relax Yoruba forest. Every Nigerian is free to live anywhere and do their business anywhere. Yes, but when an Igbo man tries to sell beer in Kano, you destroy it. You destroy their businesses, you destroy hotels, but you can come down to the south and live anywhere you like and grace anywhere you like. And you're telling me that is a country, that is one Nigeria for you? The Fulanis we are talking, they call them the Fulani movement. Our attention has been drawn to a decree credited to one Rotimi Akeredolu, asking Fulani people who have occupied some forest in Ondo State to eat. We are also aware of another incident in Oyo State where an illiterate political talk gave quick notice to Fulani people to leave their territories, which are now their irreversible homes. Listening. Fulani are now saying that Yoruba forest is now their irreversible homes. They have now occupied Yoruba land in perpetuity. And I want to let my Yoruba friends understand this. You see, in life, anytime you support evil, evil will come back to haunt you. All of you never knew that IPOB and this Biafra movement was for your liberation. Some of you saw maybe the oil and gas from Biafra land. If they go now, we'll have access to oil and gas. In the process of having your eyes fixated on oil and gas, your forest is gone. Do you understand it? There is nothing more precious in life than freedom. Freedom is very important. And I need you to understand this very morning. Every Yoruba person supporting Fulani, you are setting up yourself to become like the Hausa people. Remember when Hausa was supporting Fulani? We are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Where are the Hausa people today? I ask you. Where are those Hausa people today? Do you see them anymore? They're saying we are Hausa Fulani, we are Hausa Fulani. Do you see them again today? Do you see them? I'm asking you. No, because Fulani have completely overwhelmed them. It's called emasculation. Completely emasculated them. Look at what they're doing in the East. In the East, they come to the East, they will tell you, oh, you want to be the president or vice? Yeah. They say, give us land for Ruga. They give them land. That's all those can't do that law land. They're taking it over in forever and ever. Give us land in your state. Purpose of them are prove to us that you understood. Give us land in Olu. Purpose of them give them land in Olu. We can go and kill people in your people. We can kill for them. How many Fulani governors are prepared to kill bandits? I didn't say normal people. I'm talking about armed, dangerous bandits. How many Fulani governors? Go and read your newspapers, you will see it there. Fulani governors are negotiating with them, giving them arms, giving them vehicles, making sure that their life is no longer in misery. But if they come down to the south, they tell you, give us land for Ruga. Go and kill your people to prove to us that you're one Nigerian. That was why Obi was talking rubbish. Was yesterday or 2 days ago. Supported by the BBC. The problem you people have in Nigeria is this. Your journalists, you see people, Punch newspaper, Tribune, Vanguard, and Nation, they are your second worst enemies. I'm telling you the truth. They can never ever be objective in their reportage. Never ever. That's why all of you are suffering. But you don't know it. They were the same people used to scuttle the NSAS protest. Of course, some of you went about looking for Indomie in warehouses. Typical black people. Any revolution that is coming now, you must stand very firm. They'll say, oh, you're Igbo. Oh, you're Yoruba. Oh, you're from Europe. Don't join them. It's our turn in 2023. If you do this, you will scuttle our chances of becoming the